Hello and welcome to Ragnvald the Par Work Builder. We have another installment of the Dodge Charger from Fanhome. So if you want to maybe start your own journey on building the Dodge Charger, just go over to fanhome.com and sign up. Now on to the video. And as you can see, I made a new par work table. Got a nice little red felt top on it. And then got my Dodge Charger right here. And then I got nice little poster of the Dodge Charger. Up here. I know. And then above me, but you can't see it, I've got two lights stuck on the bottom side of a shelf. And, well, that's what was reflecting off of that Dodge when I turned it on. Hopefully that doesn't bother the camera too much. Maybe I'll just take that one. Maybe I'll just turn that one light off. That way. That way you don't have that glare going on there. Yeah, I built this little shelf so I could, have both my par works here. So anyways, without further ado, we are going to be building the next 4 stages of the Fast and Furious Dodge. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with stage 55. You can see there's so we're going to be assembling the dashboard and the electronics and lights and stuff for the dashboard. I had bought this little picture frame stand for my license plates, but then I decided to use it as a magazine holder. Works really good. And another thing I did was I put my Brian O'Connor and my Knight Rider license plates on the wall in front of me. Kind of as a little decoration for my par work table. And then I even got this brand new Fast and Furious t-shirt. I just got it in. I actually ordered it off of eBay. Because my subscription doesn't include a Fast and Furious shirt. But I did get one thing in today that was a subscription gift. I got the Fast and Furious backpack. I just received that today with this shipment of the Fast and Furious car. And I also have this coffee mug. That was a free gift. And this power bank. And I do have a set of 3 posters that I got as a free gift. But this poster came with the Fast and Furious cars. So I actually got 2 sets of Furious posters. I got, I think it was the Charger, and then I think 2 off-road vehicles. The off-road vehicles were part of that. Alright, so we'll get package 55, which is right here. You have the dashboard, the instrument panel, the cluster, the panel for the lights, and the ignition switch. So I was trying to prep these things so that way I wouldn't waste time trying to open them, and I forgot to take the top off of this, so I'm kind of struggling with it a little bit. There we go. Okay. So there's our, kind of like our, probably our bottom half of the dashboard. Here's our bezel for the gauges. And then there's your gauges. And then a couple of push button switches. And some AP screws. And I will have to take this beautiful dust cover that I got from Power Work Upgrades. I'll have to take that off to get a couple wires out that I need to put into the dashboard. But first off, we're taking the faceplate and the gauges and we're putting them together. And it's pretty simple to see. I mean, you got that square there, and there's a square here. So I mean, it's pretty simple to see how to fit that on. And then once it's on, it'll look just like that. So then you take your little switches that they gave you, and you put one in this hole, and then 2 in these squares. Let's see. I may have to get my tweezers to get this one in there. There we go. And let's see, now I gotta reach under here because it wants me to take out it wants me to remove this green wire here with that little push button on it. And then there's a white one also that has a push button on it. And they want you to take that one out. And then the white one goes in this slot, and the green one goes in that slot. And then you want to bend the wire up according to the direction. I'm just checking to make sure that these are in the right way. By trying to push on the little button. But I don't think the little button is doing anything. Guess there really is no direction for it. It just put it in there. So, well, I'll just put it in here and then we'll see. Yeah, we'll just see. I might have to play around with this to figure out exactly how they really want this to go together, but alright, so then I want to take the silver piece and place it over and then put 2 AP screws in. So you'll see like there's a little notch right there. You want that on the bottom. Because the one screw hole lug goes right in between. quite sure I'm doing this right. Because it's not fitting together exactly right. It looks like the switches are a little bit more flush in there. And they're not really... Well, there's one... Oh, you know what? I see the problem. I think. Yeah. I accidentally bent that wire over the back of the push switch instead of leaving it up like it is now. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. So we'll put one AP screw in there. Yeah, I decided to change up this power work table because I knew I was going to start doing some metal work. I'm getting close to the metalwork stage, and I need something soft to keep the power work from getting scratched. So I made this little table for that. Now this little guy came out because he's not held in there at the moment. Okay, now we take this piece and attach it to the bottom piece with a couple more AP screws. So basically there's a screw hole right there and one right there, and they just link together, and then it will look just like that. And this one little switch just does not want to stay in. It keeps wanting to fall out. But once you put this black piece of the dashboard on, that one little button will actually stay in, because the tab of the black piece is long enough to cover that little button. Okay, and we'll just get this screw in. Now you may have to bend the green wire back a little bit to get the screw in, because the screw hole is right behind the green wire. But once you get the screws in, that's what it'll look like. Huh. It's supposed to have an on start button, but unless I did something wrong, that doesn't do anything. The other two buttons work, though. All right. Well, that's the end of stage 55. Now we're going on to stage 56. And we're going to be assembling the top and the bottom of the dashboard. So by the time we're done, it'll look like that. It'll have the top on and it'll have the bottom, with a little gauge at the bottom too. So first off, we want to take the top part, which is this piece, and we want to affix that with KP screws. There'll be 4 KP screws, 2 on the left and 2 on the right. Let's see, that's AP screws. There's KP screws. Get 4 of those out. I can't wait to start working on the body work of the car. That's going to be cool. So there you go. Now we got the top of the dash on. Now we'll just kind of set that aside for the moment because we need to get our little tachometer out, and need to pop our face onto the, looks like the that's the face of the tachometer, and then we just take the little round piece and push that on. Just can't get it. Wow, that is super hard to see. But if you look really, really carefully, right about where the right about where the 8 and the 7 are. It's blurry, but there's a little red line, very faint little red line on there. I almost could see somebody making a mod of this to make it look more realistic, because you got the RPM gauge pegged out at 800 RPMs. So now we'll fix this to, there's a hole right where my finger is. I'll fix that with an AP screw. And then we'll put the bottom of the dash on. Well, this thing's just proving to be a little fiddly. But it will go on if you hold it. Boy, that is really loose. I don't know if it's supposed to be that loose, but really can't get it to screw in any tighter. Huh. Yeah, I might have to fiddle with that off camera. I don't quite like how loose that is. So now we gotta put 4 KP screws into this bottom plate. I just gotta figure out what I did with my... you know what? Maybe I put a KP screw in there. Maybe that's why that's not working. They said they wanted an AP screw. Let me just... Oh yeah, I put the wrong screw in. So there you go. Now it's not moving anywhere. So I just mixed up my AP screws and my KP screws. So, okay, so now this, without trapping the white wire, this will just go on here like that. And that's done. See, I got the bottom on. And then you'll have this little piece left over that we'll probably use in the next stage. So, on to stage 57. Stage 57 is the steering console, the steering column. We'll be putting the steering column together. So that would be this little package right here. And we're also going to probably have to going to have to get the lights for the car, or for the dashboard, off soon. But we have some DP screws, some AP screws, and some CP screws for this part of the build. So basically you want to start by taking the two columns, or the two pieces of the column, and put them together with the little column shift thing. You want to put those together with looks like 4 DP screws. So first off, we put the two pieces together. And then we'll put one DP screw here, and then we'll put one here. So put like 2 DP screws on the edges for now. To hold the two pieces together. And then so that's one. So, and then you got 2 DP screws that'll be right at the top of the column. And then you want to insert that little shift lever. Okay, so it's a D-shaped shift lever, and you just push it in. And then and that's how it'll look when it's done. And then we just mount that to the bottom of our dashboard. Using 2 AP screws. Okay, there we go. So goes in like that. And there you go. One column shifter installed. Alright, so then we gotta disconnect the lights, dashboard lights from the car, which is this little guy here. And you can see the half circle, that's the part that goes over the column shifter. There's a, or it doesn't go over the column shifter, I mean it goes over the screw that's on the back side of the panel. They kind of designed it so that the circuit board kind of goes upside down. You can see it in there. And then that's completed work. And then it looks like we're just gonna have a bag of CP screws left over, and this little circular ring. So that's the end of 57. So our last stage for this build, for this month, 58. And 58 is the installation of the dashboard and also the start of the roll cage for the car. So I just slip under here. And pull out the dashboard, or the inside of the car. So here's the inside of the car. So it wants to fix 4 CP screws to these posts on the sides. So, well, actually, there's more than 4, and there's 4 DP screws on the sides, and then there'll be 4 more across the across this piece here. So get that all lined up. And we'll get 8 CP screws out. And I won't put them all in tight until I kind of get them all lined up where they're supposed to be. Just that way I don't have to undo any, because they're not going where they're supposed to. I'm just kind of doing that Guten tight method. Just trying to make sure they're all in first. Okay. This little guy wants to play games. He says, I'm not going in. But I say you are. And I had the same problem on the other side. The screw wanted to fall through, but I just had to reach my finger in and kind of pull the sidewall up a little bit to meet the screw. All right, all 8 screws are in, so now you can, now I'm going to tighten them down, and I can move on to the roll cage. But I probably will plug this into the car just so I can see what the dashboard looks like lit up, because I've never seen that before. All right, and there's the dashboard in the car. So now we'll just set this off to the side for a moment, because we need to put one piece of a roll bar together. Now this is a nice big piece of metal. So you want to take a PM screw and put it through that hole right there. So you take this flat piece and basically you'll put it on just like that. I'm personally not going to build the roll cage at this moment. I'm just going to leave it in the package just so it doesn't get wrecked. And next month, I know I'll get some more pieces of it. And once I get some more pieces of it, then I can assemble it. But anyhow, that's the end of stage 58. If you enjoyed that video and don't forget to tune in next time. I will be getting the Nissan Skyline build part 2, stages 3, 4, and 5. I'll be getting those in a short bit of time, and then next month I will, I'll get the next parts to the Knight Rider, which would be the passenger seat. So until then, have a good day, and we'll see ya.